Hello, folks. It's the True Vapor Show, number 64, live and in your face. And all three of us in your face. But we are live, we're here, and as always, so I'll let Daniel take it away because he looks like he's the most occupied right now.
You bastard. Hello, folks. I'm back from Paris. I'm back from the madness because apparently they drive even crazier than me. Anyway.
Damn.
Yeah. Today I'm going to be vaping on the Aspire Quad Flex on top of the Smoke O-Sub 80 watts TC. Let me get the perfect zoom for what's to come. And inside of this one, inside of this one, I have some donut custard from Royal E-Liquids. I'm also vaping on the Griffin 25 Plus. That is a 25 millimeter Eddy, now fitting flush on top of a e-heat device. And this e-heat device is the Q Mini. Basically the same thing as before, but 25 millimeter plate, non-removable panels because it is smaller and it has to be screwed into the other panel. Anyway, still dual battery, still pretty much everything, but smaller, 25 millimeter diameter, 510 connector, and Bluetooth on board. On this one, I have some My Man from One Hit Wonder. Sorry, I just woke up, so I'm slow. I'm being slow. I'm also vaping. Well, I'm running out of juice on the Baby TF V8 with RBA section on top of the Smog Alien. Now with the firmware pretty much perfect to be released. Inside of this one, I'm vaping something exclusive I got from the convention. Dinner Lady Rice Pudding. And this shit is good. Then, last but not least, I'm also vaping on my the K-Fun. It is the K-Fun clone. I have a really crazy story, but I can't tell. I don't know if I can. It would be nice. I don't know. Now with the original, it is a clone with an original black tip on the Q class with brown panels. The old Q class. And inside of this K-Fun, I'm vaping some Heaven 11 from Dinner Lady as well. And this one might be my favorite tobacco juice of all times. It has maple, caramel, and biscuit notes with just a subtle hint of tobacco. It is a really, really good tobacco juice. Take it away, Mark.
All right. Just have the Boss and the Griffin 25 Plus, and then I got the Scar with the TFV8, and I got Banana Bondage in one, and I got Hazy Custard in the other. Real simple this morning. Take it away, ST.
Nice. Well, same here. Boss 3000 XL with the stainless Goon. And in that little puppy, I am running some Hit That Donut Glory Hole. Also, I am working on the little Therion with the ULD1. And in that one, I'm running some Custard Loops from Royal. And last but not least, I just had it. Yep, there she is. The Triad with the Black Goon. And in that one, I am running some Hit That Donut again with some Raz Hole. And that's it for me. Been a whole lot of stuff going on, but that's the case right now. So, what's going on, folks?
Not a damn thing.
I'm saying that. Damn,
Yeah.
I just had something unexpected happen here at the house. Give me just 1 second.
Sure. All right. Take it away, Daniel. Why don't you tell us about your trip that you just got back from?
I had a blast, man. It was really, really amazing hanging out with Phil, hanging out with Grim Green. I had really wonderful times. Really wonderful times. It was actually a pleasure to meet the mastermind behind EHE, Mr. Shan, the main designer, the main engineer, and the owner of EHE, and the owner of Pioneer for You as well. Both the Sigeli and EHE, they both own Pioneer for You. But anyway, it was amazing. I'm kind of disappointed I wasn't able to steal one of the upcoming G classes. I wasn't able to steal one, so I'm kind of disappointed. But it was wonderful. I even had Sigeli apologizing to me personally. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, you got to meet a lot of interesting people while you were there too, didn't you?
Yeah, a lot.
I know you got to finally meet Sardo in person and Grim Green and some others. So I know that was awesome.
Dr. Farsalinos.
Yep. Oh yeah, I didn't even think. Did you get to go to the viewing that they had there for A Billion Lives?
No.
Oh man.
No. I actually tried, but they didn't have any empty space, any empty chair. It was already completely loaded.
You should have said, well, if you give me a little discount on the ticket, I'll stand.
No, they didn't have more tickets available.
They got bootlegged with someone's cell phone. That's good.
You're what?
I bootlegged it with a cell phone.
Oh, nice.
I'm selling copies.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of bootlegging and crazy stuff, we've obviously had somebody that has decided to take a little extra time out of their day to start some pretty elaborate troll accounts up again. We noticed yesterday that Greg has got a new follower, and it appears that Brian from the Vapor Chronicles has got a new follower. So,
so they are cloning everybody?
Yes. So, just to give y'all a heads up, there's somebody out there that really loves the vaping community, and they are doing their best to troll it to the max.
No, they're just doing their best to be one of us.
Oh man. So all right, well, we'll jump right into it as we always do for the title of the show. It's time for change. And I've been sitting around thinking that it's time for change on this show. It's time to mix things up. It's time to do something different, because I feel this particular show is starting to get just a little bit on the stale side. And I'm ready to do something. I want to do something different on here. So what I've thought about is, instead of me sitting here racking my brain trying to think, what are some ideas that y'all might have out in comment? And what I'm going to do is, if y'all got some good ideas or something you'd like to kick around, whatever, email me at stvape72@gmail.com and give me some ideas. Hey, some ideas might lead into some good giveaways or something like that. And let's not be crazy about it, but let's think of some things that maybe you would like to see, or, maybe something different we can do, because honestly, change is always good, I feel, at times. And like I said, I feel that the show has kind of hit a point where we need to change things up a little bit.
Nice.
You got any good ideas, Mark, on that cup of coffee you're drinking?
Not a clue yet.
Nice.
It's not just your show that's getting stale. It's actually a lot of the shows that are getting stale because there's just nothing to talk about lately.
Yeah. It's hard to keep reaching for topics when they're just not there anymore. And unless you just want to see us jibber jabber for about an hour, that's one thing. But I'd really like to bring something to the table. But I don't know. I don't know what to bring. So
it is basically getting slow.
Yeah.
The vape industry.
Also, I did speak to Daryl yesterday. Well, I actually texted Daryl yesterday. He's going to be tied up for a little while longer, to about the tune of the middle of October. So if y'all were wondering about him, yep, he's still tied up. What else is happening here? I'm just looking at chat right now to see what's going on. Mike might show up here shortly. He's always he's probably sitting in line at Dunkin Donuts getting his iced coffee right now, but
yeah, I don't know how this person, I'm assuming the person that's doing the trolling had a wrench before, because yesterday on Heavy's show, like, he cloned Greg and he had a wrench. So he must have had a wrench before doing this. So it might be someone that we all know that's doing this.
Yeah. And it's pretty crazy to see this, because I don't know, probably I didn't get to see this, but right at the beginning, it looked like Brian had actually made a comment in here. And if you hovered over the name, you realize there was no subscribers. So it was a clone. And Greg did us that nice honor of booting him out of here. So yeah, someone's got some time on their hands. I guess they're thinking of something new to do, and they're actually going the extra mile by even the little avatar that you have next to your name. They're cloning it to the max. So, which it's not hard to do, but they are taking a little extra time to do it, opposed to just throwing up some weird account on there. But
I can say that most of that trolling is going to stop next month, probably.
Oh, you got some little inside information for us? Or
yeah. YouTube is gonna change some policies, and one of them is when you create an account, or when you create another sub account on the same account, another troll account or whatever, you are gonna be asked to have a phone number to confirm your identity. So if you create multiple troll accounts, they will be all within the same telephone number, and they will be able to cross troll accounts and yeah, nice. Real users next month. So might be the end of trolling.
Or if you are a troll, you're really going to have to step your game up even further. Maybe you're going to have to buy a few phones and get you a few different numbers on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, has anybody got anything new in that's like, ooh?
The juice, the rice pudding, you guys really need to try this one.
Yeah, I gotta try that.
Oh my god, it is freaking good.
It is a coming to my knowledge, so
nice.
I love rice pudding, so it should be good.
Yeah. For the ones that were kind of an offense to buy the Q class, because let's be honest, e boards, they are fucking good. The Q Mini is right about perfect. I can show you a little bit. Of course, I could show you the menus as well. The menus are going to be the same as any e board inside of an SX Mini. But instead of showing you guys on the device, because everything is still in Chinese.
Whoa.
I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to open the SXI app.
I can easily translate for everyone.
Yeah, right. Still a final prototype. So the menus are, the firmware is still in Chinese, but I'm already able to connect it through Bluetooth. There you go. Here it is. Then you are going to be able to upgrade the firmware from the phone, reset the device, get the information on the chip. You are going to be able to, I don't know why it didn't connect it this time, even the app. The app was sent to me through the Apple beta program, so it's not the final app yet. Let me close and open again. Try to connect again. Has been working fine, but now for the live show, it is being a pain in the ass. But anyway, you are going to be able to set up each one of those custom profiles for different eddies. For example, you can even name the profiles for the eddy. You customize the profile. Then inside of the profile, it is basically e-scribe on your phone. You have every single option, every single setting of the device. Even on the output modes, you have the same custom lines that you can customize. You can customize your own vape on the app itself and save everything on that profile.
Then, you know how nice it would be if Evolve boards had that? Oh, that'd be so much nicer.
Yeah, I agree, man. It is basically e-scribe on your hands all the time. Everything else is really close to the big Q class, but instead of having two removable panels, you now only have the battery cover being able to be removed. By the way, this is still a prototype, okay, guys. Because being small, structure-wise, the frame, the C-style frame, has to be screwed to the other panel. So you lose the ability of changing the colors, but you get a much smaller device with a 25 millimeter diameter plate, and that's freaking amazing.
That is so much smaller.
Yeah, and even this area here is bigger now for people with bigger fingers to remove the door.
Now, Daniel, on the final version of that, those chrome plated plates that are on a removable plate, is that a final thing, or is there going to be like something engraved in those, or
what here?
Yes.
I don't know if there is going to be something engraved. I will assume it will, because this one has engraved on one side Q class. This one doesn't have engraved anything. I'm assuming it will have something engraved in here. They will also act as ventilation openings.
I got you.
Yeah, but they will be. They told me they will be a little bit more seamless. They will be a little bit more better made.
Gotcha.
Is that a kickstand? What is that?
What?
That little silver piece on the bottom.
No, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, it is just something different on the panel that then has an opening, has a ventilation opening.
The only thing I see happening is the people that bought the Q class are going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Because I would so rather have that one than the original Q class.
Yeah, but I mean, who's not going to be pissed? Every time you get something, there's something not too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least they are listening.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel, is there any way you could show us a few pics of what you were showing us last night of that other Yeehee mod?
The G class?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I can. Let me just open my Photos app. That's the one I'm really disappointed for the fact that I wasn't able to steal one.
I bet.
Yeah, well, what can I do? It's still a prototype. It is supposed to be released in November, so still some rough edges, but working already wonderfully well. Oh, there you go. Let me share the screen. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot how to share the screen on this one.
Oh, yeah. It's old school, baby.
Okay, so this is the G class. It is a freaking good quality TFT screen. It is impressive how they did basically the same pixel size as an Apple Retina screen on a TFT screen to save battery. They say it doesn't consume battery a lot. It has a joystick on the bottom, ladder all around, and the new USB Type-C connector that is reversible, so no more screwing up the micro USB port trying to place the cable in backwards. This is another view. 28 millimeters diameter 510 connector.
Yeah, that
Freaking
510
huge.
is something badass on there.
Yeah. Then this is another picture. It is going to have LED lights on the SX Mini. You are going to be able to change the color and also turn it off if you don't want anyone to know from a huge distance that you are using an SX Mini.
Now, is that right there? Is that going to create a lot more strain on the battery with that light, or is that?
No, they told me they did everything to basically consume the same exact battery the Q class does.
Nice.
So, and the LED goes off when the screen goes off. You are also going to be able. I was also able, because the firmware was already almost perfect. I was also able to adjust the time I want the screen and the lighting to go into standby. You can define how many seconds you want everything to go into standby.
Nice.
The battery door, instead of some devices out there that sometimes they just open, it is going to have a tab that you will slide to open the battery door.
Is that a camera above the micro USB port? What is that?
What?
No,
little-
that's the joystick.
Oh,
Here?
that's
It
a
is the
joystick.
joystick.
Button?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn,
it
that
is
would
the
be
joystick.
badass if I had a camera on
I was
it.
gonna say
This is the 510 connector. Freaking huge.
that is nice.
And what are those going to retail for, Daniel?
They were. That's the Eiffel Tower. Sorry. Day one, they were gonna. Let me. How do I end up this? Okay. On the first day, they were telling that the retail price was going to be 300. Then, since they had so much acceptance on day one, I can tell you that people were basically entering the convention and going straight to the EHE booth just to see the G class, and some of the people actually came again to see it again and to feel it on the hand. Just because of all the acceptance on the day one, they dropped the release price. The retail price is going to be 230
Nice.
instead of 300.
Nice.
So that was amazing.
Is that going to be available in the States?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
is it?
it will, because they sold a couple of upcoming mods to a distributor, KMJ Import. So this is supposed to be already released just for FDA purposes. This one was
Nice.
already released on the States.
Oh shit! Look who snuck in here. Mike trying to be all ninja up in this Joker.
I've been here. You guys have been ignoring me since 11 o'clock. Since I've been here.
Bastard.
Rude. Oh, all right, go back to your talk and ignore me some more.
Oh shit!
Good morning.
What's going on, Mr. Mikey?
What's up? What's up, man?
Oh, same old, same
I
old.
got sleepy eyes going on.
I see that, man.
Yeah.
I mentioned you at the first of the show. I said he's probably sitting in a line at Dunkin Donuts getting him a nice coffee or something like that.
I didn't even get out of the house. I made my own coffee.
Oh, that's right. You got your new Keurig in, right?
Mm-hmm. My full review for the Keurig will be up tonight.
Oh, yeah. So we had something little interesting happen, Mike, right when the show was getting cranked up. Or actually, the show hadn't even started yet. But in chat, I noticed Greg had banned Brian. And I was like, why in the hell did Greg just do that? So I floated over Greg's name because we thought it was the troll again. And I was like, no, he's got subs on there. Well, I hovered over Brian's name and it showed 0 subs. And I was like, oh, somebody has trolled Brian's account, making it look like it was him. So I texted him real quick. I said, did you just get kicked off the show? And he was like, no, I'm at work. I was like, okay. So they're working hard out there.
Oh, yeah. I think I actually banned Ambition Vapor last night.
Damn.
Wow.
A troll, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
A person that made his name.
Man,
It was funny too. It was the first thing he said when he came on in the chat was squad. I'm like, nah, no way. Let me check. I checked. I'm like, nah, okay, because he's got 0 subs.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
So he actually watches Ambitions Vapor. That's good, I guess.
Well, it's definitely on. So,
Yeah.
So, anything good happening with you, Mr. Mike Vapes?
Anything good?
Yeah, anything.
You need me to fill some time in?
Well, you know what? Actually, I have stated on here it's time for change because, like I said, I was speaking for my show and my show only that it's getting a little stale. We need some ideas to kind of change things up because. So I've kind of put it out there to email me with some ideas, maybe with some what folks would like to see new on here or something like that. But take it away, Mike.
Alrighty. All right. Well, I don't know what I got to talk about. The Scar DNA 75, new device by Lost Vape. It's a nice looking device and everything. I just don't understand why they released the DNA 75 again. The Scar. A device like that. I like this device here. This Minikin version 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little device here. Reminds me of my boxer muds. Got the same, almost the same shape. You can see there.
Nice.
Yeah, there's just some new products. This here, I got this from Kadoma. Look at that. It looks like an eye. Looks like an eyeball right there.
Yeah, it does.
Or if you look closely, look at the dip right here, this part, and that in the eye looks like a fish.
Hell yeah.
Damn, you've been really staring at that thing.
Yeah, this thing's fucking freaking me out, this eyeball. I have to keep it on like this facing me. To look at the eye. Then over here, when I look here, it looks like some monster. Look at it. Look at that face right there. Looks like a wolf.
Oh my god.
Can I see the dog face right here?
If my eyes look at it enough, I could probably see all kind of shit out that one.
The face of like an evil wolf, and that orange part there, that's his eyeball. And there's his other eyeball right there. Some crazy shit. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm seeing.
Have you been smoking some drugs recently?
Not yet. I need to start on some good shit. People are like, Mike, you stoned? No, I'm not stoned. I just woke up. Alex. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. I hate when people ask if I do drugs. Just because I vape doesn't mean I do drugs. New skins for my boxer. You see that one?
That's badass.
Yeah.
And then I have this one here. This one's a skin that I have on the SX350J. Silicone skin.
Those are nice.
Got a whole bunch. Look at this one.
Yeah, that one's nice right there.
Damn.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, check this out too. Look at this bad boy. That's nice too. I like
That was cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what are those retailing for, Mike?
I think
No.
250, I think.
That's not bad.
I'm not sure. I gotta double check. They have two versions of all their devices. One's with the SX chip and one's with the DNA chip. There's two different versions. They have the classic, which would be this one here, the 3D printed one. That's called the classic, and then this one here would be called the version 2, which is the 3D printed parts on the inside and the skin on the outside. So you have to use it with skins. So that's the V2, and the V2 is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, small. Oh, almost dropped you, motherfucker.
Oh.
It is small, even with the skin on there. You can see it size-wise. I don't know if you could tell, but it's the V2 is smaller in dimensions. Yeah, take it away, Sid.
Yeah, we need them pretty bad right now, don't we?
Uh-huh.
There you go. You want some change? You could sit on the show, take it away for an hour long.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if he would Sid run anybody off or not, or do you think everybody would be in tune with it?
I don't think they'd be in tune with it.
I don't know if it would be a great idea, but talking about Sid on a live show, I think it's no good.
Wow, we're gonna hear about this shit later on.
Shit.
So we've got an Alabama run to make here in about 2 weeks. I think things are somewhat starting to come together a little bit more here, but I don't think Mark's going to show. I think Mark's just pulling our legs. But are you going or not, Mark? Just say it, yes or no. Damn it.
90%. I'll be there.
Okay, so that means his 90% yes means 99% no. So
Yep.
The wife wants to go real bad. I just don't really feel like sitting in a car for 14 fucking hours.
yeah, well, you should have bought plane tickets a while back.
Why don't you take a train? I'm serious.
The train?
Yeah.
I don't think I could. No.
Why not?
I don't think
You don't have to do
a
shit. Sleep in the train?
Look who's here. Ambitions with the 0 sub count.
All right.
Go ahead and do your thing, baby.
Oh, man, you got erased already? You should let him troll a little bit.
Wow, he just he is definitely on his freaking game. I feel a little left out. Why not throw me up as a clone real quick?
Yeah,
Is it bad that I timed him out after he was banned?
I don't know. Damn, you could still time somebody out after they've been banned?
Oh yeah, I don't fuck around.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
also a hacker.
So if you get banned, do you have to like log into a whole new account to come back in chat?
Yeah.
Wow, this guy's making
Come
like
back into this chat. Like last night on Heavy Show, all the troll names can't ever come back on again. Those troll names are his.
God, they keep making new emails. Jesus Christ, how many email accounts they got?
He's got a lot of time in his hands.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Well, he's about to wear out on all. Man, he's shooting his load all in 1 week on the shows. I thought he'd maybe spread it out over time.
I'm kind of upset I haven't seen Mike Vape's troll names yet.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you going to all that time to do what you're doing. You know, I guess you're keeping it real out there. So
Dedicated.
yeah.
Well, since it is slowing down, at least we still have some activity.
Yeah. At least there's something still going on out in the world.
I want to say that name. Hold on. Jose Raul da Syndicate.
Oh, he's part of the syndicate.
Now, how in the hell can you read off a long word like that, but you mess up Khalib?
I have no idea.
Damn, son.
Khalib that shit. Yo, I like this little snow wolf.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Right? These little baby snow wolves are pretty nice.
What is the wattage on those?
80 watt, 3000 milliamp battery built in. It's got a little on-off switch, so you don't have to click it 5 times to shut it off. You could technically, but you could just shut off switch. But when you turn the off switch back on, you have to click it 5 times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's off right now. Turn it on. Nothing happens. Oh, yeah, it does come on. Oh, my bad.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I didn't even notice that. So off. The off right now. I turn a switch, press the button, and it's on. Oh, it rebooted.
They had already the Snow Wolf Mini. What's the difference? It's even smaller?
Say it again?
That one is even smaller than the Snow Wolf Mini?
I think it is.
Yeah, this thing is tiny.
Who made this? Who made the Snow Wolf Mini? Doesn't Lisimo make that mini one? That one you got, Mike, right? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah, it just flashed it across the screen when it kicked it on.
Yeah.
What originally happened, this is the deal with these snow wolves. Lisimo was making these devices for his modus. The snow wolf.
Okay.
Right, Daniel?
Yes, in the beginning.
And I guess then Lisimo figured out they could just cut them out and make them themselves. But I don't know how Sigeli got involved in this.
That's what I'm wondering. How did Sigeli get in there?
Sigeli was probably funding them.
Sigeli uses Lisimo boards inside these days. So they are together in some way.
So there's 3 different Snow Wolves from 3 different companies.
Yep.
Mhm.
Now the interesting thing is
Also-
Now the interesting thing is how the Lisimo, at least the Lisimo L3 is a good and pretty much accurate device, and then Sigeli uses Lisimo boards that are inaccurate and have bad temperature control. That's interesting.
But
It's
how
like,
do I know that's actually a Lisimo board?
yeah, that's
You don't
true.
know. It might not be
Yeah.
a board. Those devices.
It's crazy.
Well, as we've learned over time, there's a lot of these companies that are in bed with one another. A lot of it's probably coming out of the same area, but just different names. Oh,
My allergies are killing me right now. Oh, fuck me.
man.
I got this little pointless device from Og Vape sent this, and they said, "Don't review it because we have another
Yeah.
version."
I got the message too. Why they send it and say not to review it?
I guess they sent the older version, I guess, but I guess they're going on the Chinese holiday for 10 days, so they're going to be, what is it, October 1st to the 10th or the 7th or something? They won't be around.
Something like that. Yeah. I had an email the other day about we're going to be out of the office for a little while on holiday.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I was actually kind of happy when he said no, you don't have to review it or anything. Oh, good.
I've been vaping on this little thing. It's actually not bad. Little, like, not as powerful as I'd like, but it's not bad.
Pico.
Little squonk, or what do they call, not the squonk, what do they call it? The
The
Pico. The squash or some shit. I forget what they call it. Some kind of weird
It's called the Pico Squeeze.
squeeze. There we go.
That's what I was. Is it worth a damn?
I mean, you can't adjust the wattage or anything. You got to kind of build to suit the device. I think it fires down to 0.15. I think it's cool. I like the way the squonk the RDA is, because it doesn't have a squonk pin. It has, like, the holes are underneath the wicks, which is pretty genius the way they did it.
Wow.
It's cute.
I think that if they would have put what do you call it, kernels in there, like for a screen and all that stuff, I don't think it would have been stayed that same size of the device. I guess they wanted to keep it small squonker. I don't know.
I guess
We
they're
did a
gonna.
live review.
No, I want to point this out because they're sending me a new one. So when I was talking to Mike, like, size, there's 26650s are all different sizes, and I was squeezing in like all my 26650s and didn't realize that this screw. Well, I'm not awake yet. I put it back in there, but it popped out. Now the hole is stripped. You can see the screws moving around.
Wow.
So now, if I put a 26650 in here, this edge right here pops up, and then when you sit it down, it sits on that little thing, so it's kind of like stripped and kind of broke.
You could see it when you held it sideways, where it's uneven. Yeah, it's sticking up right there.
You still have a fucked up 26650 in there?
No, I got the iJoy now. But when I was doing the quick look on it, I squeezed in like one of those. I forgot which one it was, but you could. It was so tight. I'm squeezing it in. I got it in there. It went in, but it ended up fucking popping that screw out and stripping it.
You're very limited on 26650s with this device here.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
Wow.
So if I stick a bigger one in there, you'll see it, but it does bend out. You can see it kind of bulging out. That's what it looks like when you fit a battery that's too big inside there. And I didn't realize that you couldn't use any 26650.
Does it feel cheaply made right there?
Right here, it does. These screws are tiny. Like, I don't even see how they grip anything. Like, they are very tiny.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you happen to put the wrong battery in there just one time, more than likely you're going to pop that screw and you're going to fuck it up.
They're going to have a lot of issues with this device, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, they should put a note or something in there and saying, you know, you could only use such and such size battery or something because you do it one time. Hold on, let me grab one of my batteries that I
It
use.
only fits out of my arsenal. I got a bunch of 26650s. It only fits two types. The EFES green and that iJoy. I don't know if you have any. Oh, yeah, check out this battery.
This is the one I put in there, and it does fit real tight. But now, if you look at the bottom there, that fucking bottom's like sticking out. It's all, you know, pop that screw out. So when you set it down, it sits on that. So
yeah,
I'm like, well, that's awfully tight. But they need to put like some kind of something in here to let people know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one just slid in with
real
no
easy
problems at all. Yeah. Damn.
Here, I guess I'll show you this RDO. I'm down here. Wait, not that one. This one. The little. Well, the cameras are backwards on Google Hangouts. Yep. See how the holes are underneath the wicks rather than in the middle? That's pretty. I like the way they did that. See
yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then the juice comes up through those holes rather than just in the center, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh. It might be just it might be even better to soak the juice down.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a little bit better way of doing it.
Oh, like their pin must have side tubes coming out of it.
Yeah.
Into 3 sections.
You could unscrew the deck on the inside, kind of like the Kinger one. It's kind of like that. You could unscrew the deck from the base. It's pretty cool the way they did it. It's just not very. I like a more warmer, hotter vape. So, and I'm at what 0.16, I think, under 7. It's all right. Cool little device, I guess. How long is the iJoy battery? I'm not about to measure it in my calipers. I need some plastic tip calipers to measure that thing.
Be dangerous about it. You did it with the Kadoma.
Fuck that. That'd be nuts.
Yeah, if anybody's going to use 26650s, the iJoy battery is the best battery, and I think it's the only 26650 that's actually a 30 amp battery too.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on Mooch for testing the battery.
You tested
it? Yeah, I did a basic test comparing it with a bunch of other 26650 batteries that I have, but I'm not able to test the actual amperage. So I'm still waiting on Mooch. But
I think Mooch did the test. He said.
Oh, he did already.
He said it's the best battery, best.
Oh, okay.
26650, and it's a 30 amp battery.
Oh, okay. So I missed.
He said the only thing he was upset with that battery is that they didn't really need to put 40 amp on it. There was no reason to.
Yeah, I agree.
Mislabel it that way. Just by you putting 30 amp battery, you're making it a true, and it's the only 30 amp.
Yeah.
I don't know how legit eFun Top is, but eFun Top has 2 of the iJoy batteries for $13.99. But yet, if you go to Heaven's Gifts, they want $19.99 just for one of the batteries.
The one at Heaven's Gift is probably an authentic.
Okay.
It's probably a clone.
Yeah.
That's pretty pricey, though, isn't it, for a 26650 or no? Yeah, Avenue 40, $22 just for one of those batteries.
Yeah, that's the price. That's supposed to be in that range. I think even on iJoy's website, they're selling them. I think I heard $20 each on iJoy website.
Yeah.
Danny, you got a question out there from Shanghai about the Q class.
The openings being facing down. Well, yeah, maybe. So anything goes in. Yeah. Maybe.
What RDA
good
would
point.
you guys recommend for someone just switching to them?
I said the Troll V2. I like the Troll V2 for some reason. It's cheap and I don't know. It's really easy to build on.
I think a nice one is the Cheetah. Only because it's a top airflow and you're not gonna really have leaking issues with it.
Yeah, that probably is a better choice actually.
I always recommend the top airflow one for someone That's once it just gets started, only because of that. I used to remember when the support was out.
It was a really good one.
That was the one I recommended to everybody because of that reason.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the Cheetah too.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one.
That's a nice little RDA.
It is.
I want to see a 24 on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Efun Top has a lot of things that fall off the truck. Yeah, but I mean, 2 batteries for $13 as opposed for 1 battery for $20. That's a sure sign those got to be a clone.
I'll give you guys an example. When I did my review for the Windforce, that Windforce from Fumitech, I had stated in the video efun.top, and the company actually contacted me and asked me, can you please remove that website? Because they're like, we don't deal with them. We have no clue. Nobody could track or find out where they actually got these products from, and they might be clones. So just by that, so I was like, what? Like, yeah, they're selling them below what we would sell them. Any company. So, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes they do have a clue, but when they see companies like that selling underneath the price that they should be selling, they usually say that as well.
Well, they're saying, that they're selling them below wholesale.
Oh, that's not possible.
They never sold them to them.
Yeah. Like, for example, let's say they're selling them $20 a tank to all these companies.
Yeah, but wholesale price, they should have been paying 25. They are losing money?
Yeah, so they're like, how could this company be selling them and losing money off each one?
That's a good point.
They aren't clones or stolen.
Damn.
Yeah, that's probably true. I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm
going to tell you what.
I was sitting in the Vaping Fagan Lounge, Mark's Lounge, last night, and so started pulling out some stuff, trying to mess around and build on it, see if it was worth a damn. And I've got to say, I've had this company, whatever the hell it is, the smoking, whatever the frick you want to call it. It's some of the products that they're putting out. Well, it's not that they just started. I mean, there's always been crap stuff they've put out through a bunch of different companies. This stuff by far is not what I would enjoy to use. It's not all that great, even though they try to make it out to be great. So, yeah, I was a little disappointed with that one last night, and I just thought I'd throw that in. Take it away, Mark.
I just missed a call from PayPal. Son of a BS.
One moment.
Oh shit! Let's hear a phone call. What it takes to PayPal? Yeah, that's right. You've been locked out of your account, right?
Well, I'm not locked out. I can put money in my account. I just can't take money out. That's the.
Yo, we don't want to hear your balance right now.
$200
balance is $1 million.
All right.
He has been selling vaping products. No, with that PayPal account.
Didn't they try to hit you saying that you were a business?
Sure.
Yep. Yep, Mark's trying to fly under the radar with PayPal. So I know PayPal's out there watching. He's not a business. He's just.
Don't they sponsor your channel, ST?
Well, they do sponsor mine, but Mark's, I don't. Oh shit! Funny. I don't guess I got to worry about that shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord. Yep. So this is what I'm telling you, folks. Things this early in the morning just not clicking along like they used to. So.
Any news from Daryl?
Yes, actually, we texted yesterday. He is going to be tied up to at least the 15th of October. And which sucks because he's been tied up a while on the shit he's been on. So I know he's not really caring for that, but we got to go back and forth a little bit on text yesterday. So he must have had just a little bit of downtime, but damn, somebody just found a freaking
Goon RDA for $6.99.
there's no,
It's a clone.
yeah, that's clone bigger than shit right there. Please don't waste your time on that one. Yeah, there you go. Goon styled.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, because we know this for a fact. There is a difference between the Goon and the Goon clones. And I know Truckett out there is going to be all pissed off for me saying this, but he's got a clone Goon, and every time he hits it, it sounds like a loud-ass dog whistle or some whistle or whatever. At least I call it a dog whistle. You ain't supposed to hear it, but it's got a very, very loud whistling noise, so you can tell right off the bat it's not the real deal. So, yep, definitely a whistler. I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm still to this day, and I've had a chance to try quite a few RDAs. The Goons are still to me like right at the very top. That's really all I enjoy using. That's why I've bought multiple ones. So
No, that one is just a 2-in-1. It is an RDA and it is a whistle. Oh,
true.
you get 2-in-1.
That's right. Did they get you hooked up, Mark?
I'm sorry, but I just have to take this call because if I don't talk to this person now, I'll never get to talk to him again. No, they think I'm a business. Like, this is the 5th time they've done this, and I'm like, I'm not a goddamn business. Like, I'm just a YouTuber.
You're not using the name Fagan Industries in your.
I don't have a business license. I don't sell anything. I'm not a store. But I guess, from time to time, since all these people send me like $7 for giveaways for shipping, they assume that I'm a business because people are paying all this shipping. Because like every time I do a giveaway, they send $7, and like, okay, well, you must be a business if you're charging shipping for something. I'm like, no, I'm a YouTuber. I do giveaways.
Yeah, and that's.
Okay.
I'm taking $7 donation to my channel. For some reason, I don't feel like he's going to win this battle right here.
Tell him you're gonna do a bashing video on YouTube.
Hell yeah. He's going to get everybody together and do Why Not to Fool PayPal. I very rarely use PayPal, but I guess it's been nice to have it in some instances, but So what do y'all got out there in chat for us? I know y'all are like lined up out the door. Like, I want to ask Mike this and I want to ask Daniel that. So, and I want to cuss out ST.
I can't wait to see these questions.
Yeah. Wow. And they're just popping up like crazy. If you're watching the replay of this, they're probably going, damn, what the hell are they looking at?
All right. We're staring at chat.
Hell yeah. ST, what's your favorite juice right now? Right now, I actually have 2. I always enjoy them, and I've had multiple chances to have it. I love my glory hole, and I love my ras hole.
Yeah.
These to me right here are the best. I do enjoy peephole, but the thing I've discovered about peephole through somebody else, Mr. Tom Howard, is to let it steep for a little bit longer even after you get it. And for some reason, it seems like when it's had a little bit more chance to steep, the flavors just like kind of changes over. And to me, it's like, holy shit. It's like you discover a new flavor to it. So
Well, the batches that are going out now of it, they're steeped.
Yeah.
That first one that you got, the ones I sent out to the reviewers,
Yeah.
those needed a little. The people needed a little more steeping.
Yeah.
That's why it got better on them. Now they're good. They're all super steeped.
What is the best bag to travel with your mods?
Jeez, so they're gonna have to call me back.
Oh.
They just, I guess, because of the reason why they think it's a business account, because, like I said, all the people are always sending me $7 for shipping, and they think that I'm a store and that I'm selling stuff and I'm charging shipping. I'm like, no, I'm a YouTuber. I do giveaways, and people, they got to pay for shipping.
So I don't think you're going to win this one, kid.
They can come to my house and see that this ain't no fucking business.
Yeah. That shit ain't gonna happen though. We've asked. We're letting chat ask questions.
All right.
What is the best bag to travel with your mods? K bag. Now, I do enjoy my K bag, and I think me and Mark purchased K bags at the same time when we went to Detroit.
Yep.
And anytime I go now, I take it with me. So it's always been a good one. I can put all my shit in there.
Yeah, those are nice. The K-bags are awesome.
Yep. Do you think you'll get another boss mod? Yes, I will, Greg. That's definitely the boss mod right now. Y'all need to go check out Adam over at Vaporized Nomads. He just released some new information on the newer versions of the bosses coming out. Definitely need to go see those, but yes, I will be getting another one. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, I'm working on number 3 right now.
Yeah, I say before I get too far behind, I got to get my second one in. What's my favorite Glock? That would be the 23, my friend.
Marco has a good question. Mike, how many mods do you carry with you when you go places, since you're always using like 8 different ones on these shows? I usually take like 2 devices with me. Sometimes if I know I'm not going to be around all day at home, I'll take 3 with me when I go out. Nice. I always carry, I always got a book bag with me. I got a bag and I keep stuff in there. I got, whether it's building tools, cotton in there, I keep my juices in there, devices. I got stuff always with me when I'm on the go. If I know I'm just leaving, like let's say I got to go to the supermarket, for example, I'll just bring 1 device with me, something small, just because I know I'm coming right back home. But yeah, when I'm like going to be out for the whole day, at least 2 to 3 devices. Sometimes even 4.
Yeah. There's a Goon mech mod.
Is there?
Unless he's messing around, he's like the Goon mech mod. Any reviews coming on it? I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, I never heard of one.
To answer Ricky's question, is royal juice pre-steeped or should I let it steep? In my opinion, I'd probably let it steep a little bit longer when you get it, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, if you got it, if you're like, let's say in the States and you get it, it's already steeped, probably like during the shipping process,
yep.
Whatever it is, almost a week to 10 days. And if he had made it right before he sent it, then I would give it another week after you receive it, put it like in somewhere in the dark.
Yep.
Let it steep a little bit more.
Actually, for good reference, when I got my custard loops, I think it was week before last. This was completely, the liquid was clear when I got it. And if you look now, it didn't take long for it to do the transformation. So I did let it steep a little while, then I started using it. So I've seen some good questions in here.
Chris Roop says custard takes a month to steep. That's true.
Yeah. Matt Jones wanted to ask real quick, do I know of any T-bone steak flavored juice? Not lately.
made or tried butterscotch. I have never tried a butterscotch juice, I don't think.
Actually, I have. Reflections had one that he was. I forget what the damn name of it is now, but he sent me a bottle and it was pretty good stuff. But I don't remember. I don't know the steep. It was steeped when I got it. It was good to go as soon as I got it, but that was a good while back.
Marco has a question. What exactly is steeping?
Pretty much just put your bottle of liquid in a dark, cool place. And you can also, there's steeping, and then there's, what's the other one? Fucking, oh, I forgot. It was in my head a minute ago. Breathing. There we go. Breathing is where you take the cap off the bottle and let it breathe. Like I do that with, I did that with my, that orange cream pop liquid. I took the actual cap off and let it breathe for a day. So there's breathing and steeping.
There's another good question. What is the best and easiest board to use that's on the market right now?
That's the easiest what?
The easiest board to use.
Best and easiest? You mean with all the great functions of the more expensive devices or more difficult to use devices, but still easier to use than others? I will say the Inokin temperature control boards. They're one of the best boards and also the easiest to use.
True. Man, that's a pretty good one.
I love that temp control on their boards. Their stainless steel temp control.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Really, Inokin does. I mean, because it pretty much walks you through of what you want to do on the screen. Like when you put an atomizer on their newer devices, it'll give you the selection to choose what coil you want to use, like titanium, nickel, whatever you want to go there, or if you just want to put it in power mode and just, I mean, very simple. What else? Daniel, is there any chance you make a firmware for X-Cube Ultra in which we can adjust the wattage in TC?
Good question. No, because I don't have the source code of that firmware.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is the X-Cube, why some devices of theirs, you could change the wattage and temp, but on the X-Cube you can't?
Yeah, it has to do... he told me that there's a lot of... When they release a mod that you have normal, powerful, soft, and that stuff on temperature control, there are people asking for the ability of changing the wattage on temperature control. When they do release a mod that you can change the wattage on temperature control, there are a lot of people asking them to do the soft, normal, and powerful things. So what they try to do is, one time they release a mod with that ability, other time they release a different mod with the other ability. It's like, I actually gave them the idea last week of for each mod to release 2 different versions of firmware for people that like one way and people that like the other. Let's see. It's like you can't please everyone.
Yeah, but doesn't the Alien... Wait a minute, if I'm remember correctly, doesn't the Alien...
The Alien, you select the wattage.
And it has...
on
those
power mode, it has it. On power mode, it still has the normal, powerful. And
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. If you could do it with the Alien, why don't they just do the same thing with the Ultra?
No, but I think what he means is on temperature control. The others on power mode, they still have the soft, normal, and so on. But then on regular power mode, but then on
in temp control mode, I can't use the soft, medium, and power.
No, you adjust the power. Even if you hold fire and right button, you can change that power setting as well.
All right, I had another question. Let me back up a little bit from Leon. Do you guys like the RX23 and do you use it? I don't have one, but I know the rest of these guys probably do.
I hated mine.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought you enjoyed it at first.
I mean, I didn't hate it. I just didn't like it.
Okay.
I have mine sitting right here on the shelf. I haven't really been using it that much. I don't know. I just don't like this pressing this button for the battery door. You know what looks interesting? The one from Smoant, the Battle Star.
I've been seeing that pop up on Instagram lately.
And I think that one there is what this should have been. I think it's it's shorter device. I know when I did my video, I said if they didn't make it a 2/3, they could have made this device shorter. So I think that's what the Battlestar is what this should have been.
I
But the
agree.
Battlestar is basically a copy of this.
But then if they had made that one only dual battery, they couldn't call it rouleau because rouleau means 3. So
Yeah.
rouleau is still the selling
Well,
point.
you got to understand something. They called what's that other device?
The RX75, the rouleau.
It's a
Yeah,
rule.
because they included a tank with a triple coil.
Yeah.
Always trying to cover their ass.
Yeah.
Rouleau is the selling point. If it is called rouleau, it's gonna sell.
They just like to slap the name on there just for selling power. That's what it is.
Yep.
Throwing Rouleau on there. Just like what other device? There's something else that they just slapped the name on something. The fuck was it? Shit, I can't remember what it was. Another device. They did the same thing.
All right, folks. Well, we've hit a little over the hour mark. Once again, if you got ideas for the show, just hit me up on email, stvape72@gmail.com. And hey, if it's something that's real off the wall and cool that we could incorporate into the show, hey, it might be rewarded with a nice giveaway or something like that. So hit me up. But please don't email a bunch of crazy stuff, though.
Email crazy stuff.
Yeah, email crazy stuff, whatever. But all right, yeah. And I'm kind of doing away with it myself. I think it's worn its time out there. I'm not doing cloud comps anymore. I'm burned out with all that stuff also. But
Yeah, and I'm not doing no more of those backwards cloud comps. That shit fucking creeped me out last night.
all right, well, we're gonna get out of here. You know who we are. You know where to find us. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you again, same time, same place next week. So y'all have a great week, and we'll be talking at you soon. So we out of here. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.